I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. Okay, I'm thoroughly upset. Today we're testing best-selling beauty products from Amazon. These products have been raved about in the reviews by real customers, so we're gonna see if they're worth the hype. We're just gonna get straight into it, but first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. First, I'll be testing Amazon's best-selling makeup brushes on the site. This is a 16-piece brush set from a brand called BESTOPE, not sure. These are synthetic and cruelty-free. There's a mix of face and eye brushes, and this whole set is only $8.99. So I'll go ahead and put the picture here from the Amazon listing of all of the brush shapes included in this set so you can get a good idea, but we really do have enough to do a whole routine with this set. Now, just feeling the bristles, they feel soft. They're not the softest I've ever felt, but like they were $8.99. I think this is the one that I'm gonna use for foundation. It's like an angled flat top kabuki brush. It really does feel nice. And for foundation today, I'll be using my Covergirl TruBlend Matte Made in M10. This is the closest match I have out of all of my open foundations because I've just been failing at color matching recently. I'm just gonna drop a pump or two onto the brush. And I did already prime my face. So let's just get started. Ooh, it's very flexible. It's a little less stiff than I expected from like a kabuki style brush. Blending and spreading the foundation really nicely. I'm also able to kind of use this type of brush to stipple on foundation really well. No complaints so far, actually. I wish it was maybe a little denser, but that's it. That's just a personal preference. But if you like softer, more flexible brushes, then right up your alley this would probably be. Why am I speaking like Yoda? This brush you will like. Yeah, actually there's no streakiness at all coming from this brush. I'm seeing one little hair that came off of the brush. But you know, for a cheap makeup brush, using it for the first time, there's usually some hairs that come out and one little one is not bad. I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed with how smoothly this applied my foundation. What's interesting, it comes with a little key that tells you what brush is meant for what. It says brush 8 is a concealer brush, but then the brushes aren't labeled. So I'm like, well, which brush is number 8? I think this is the brush that they're telling me is meant for concealer. It's sort of fluffy, but on the flatter side. I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm just gonna dot it really lightly because the triangle of concealer is out for 2021. And let's just see how this works. Okay. It's doing a really nice job at just like diffusing the product. At first, I thought that this would be like, again, too fluffy to work well with cream or liquid product, but it's really giving me a nice blend. I got some dry skin here, not the brush's fault. So far, the $8 invested in this set is 100% worth it, but I'm not gonna speak too soon. My only complaint is my dry under eyes and why my eye cream isn't working. Before I continue testing the rest of the brushes, I am going to move on to our next Amazon Beauty bestseller. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer Pencil. This has 58,000 reviews on Amazon with 4.5 stars, and it holds the number 19 spot for beauty bestsellers on the site right now. So I have the shade Deep Brown. We'll see if that matches. Very interesting. So we have like a diamond shaped pencil tip. I've never quite seen this shape before. I'm also a little more optimistic about this color now that I can see it more clearly. And on the other end, there is a spoolie, which is not so out of the norm for brow pencils, but the shape of this spoolie is really interesting. It's like really short and sort of pointed. Okay, first of all, I'm incredibly happy to report that this dark brown is a cool dark brown. So many dark brown pencils for the brows end up looking kind of chocolatey on me, and so then I have to choose black, which then looks a little harsh. I really like this. It kind of has like a softer effect, and I'm not having any trouble getting defined lines even though the tip is on the thicker side than I'm used to. Because of the diamond shape, I guess you're always going to have that small point at the top. So that's pretty innovative. All right, these are the finished brows. Really liking this product, and I would say that I'm typically pretty picky about what I use on my brows, especially because I've gone through so many bad brow phases. But I think if you like sort of a soft and fluffy look, but you do have sparse areas, you need something more than just a gel to style your brows, this is a great option. I'm definitely gonna continue using it, and the dark brown shade was spot on for me. 2 for 2 with color matches today. Next up, we're going to be testing an Amazon's Choice product in the K-Beauty makeup category. These are the I'm Meme Multi-Cubes. So inside is a mini palette with an eyeshadow quad and a corresponding blush. They are $18, which is a little shocking because I did not expect them to be this small. I want to try the Hello Peach. Here is the multi-cube. Very, very adorable. Like I said, I mean, it's a little small for $18. I feel like this would be really handy for travel though. So here is the peach shades. It's very neutral. There's only one real like peach eyeshadow in here. And then if you flip the eyeshadow up, there's a corresponding blush. Now looking at this blush shade, it's looking a little light for me. I kind of want to see what the Baked Ginger quad looks like with the blush. Give me a little bit more. Okay, so we've got a really nice kind of bronzy, neutral quad. Honestly, it looks very similar to the other one. Oh. Okay, let's just stick with the peach. So I'm gonna use shade number 2, which is the peach, as my transition shade. It is a little bit sparkly. Ooh, the formula is quite soft. You can see the kick up that I'm getting in the quad. Okay, so we're actually getting decent pigmentation. I wish this brush was a little bit more flexible. I think it's more so meant for crease blending versus like transition blending. Wow, this color is really pretty though. There's a lot of sparkle in it. I'm wondering, it doesn't look like an overspray. It looks like the sparkle goes all the way through. I'm gonna go in with one of the fluffier brushes and just see if we can get a little bit more blending going on. That one was more of something I'd choose for like my outer corner. Yeah, there we go. This one's a little bit more fluffy. I'm gonna pat shade 1, which is just this matte beige, on my lid. Ooh, that's a really creamy matte. Again, sort of soft. We're getting a little bit of kick up in here, but the pigmentation is not letting me down. Ooh, and this is more of a peachy beige as well. You know, I will say that these shadows are giving me sort of a similar formula as a high-end product, and it is kind of priced that way as well. So I don't think that the price is so far off base. I think it's just not a drugstore product. Going into shade 3, which is our matte deep brown, and I'm gonna use that same small blending brush that I tried doing the transition with. I think this is gonna be a better use for it. I do like the colors that they included in these quads though, and how they sort of balanced out the tones. You have a very clear look out of the quad. Like I said, really good for travel, on the go, or if you just like a very minimalist collection. Yeah, this is blending out really nicely. A lot of pigmentation. I like these shadows. Would I pay $18 for something like this? Typically, no. But I think it's a cute idea, and at least you're not getting bad shadows. I wish this brush set came with like one really big fluffy blending brush for the eye. There is this little pencil brush that I think will work really well for the inner corner, which is where I'm going to be placing shade number 4, this metallic champagne color. Oh, this is more of like a peachy champagne as well. It's interesting how all the shades are sort of leaning more warm when applied versus how they look in the palette. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of this shade actually. It's a little bit more glittery than a smooth metallic. So I'm just gonna sort of blend the glitter over my lid a little bit. Okay, not bad. This is a really pretty eye look. Let's try the blush. I'm just gonna put some bronzer on first. Okay, I have my Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer, and I do like to use flat top brushes to blend out my cream contour. So let's try it out. Ooh, again, this is so much more flexible than I would typically use, but we're getting a decent blend. This is a very decent brush set. I'm kind of preferring the face ones over the eye ones, but I mean, if you're starting from scratch or you just want like extras, this is a solid choice. Yeah, that actually blended out my bronzer really nicely considering how dark that went on. It blended it out to look very natural. Okay, let's go in to this blush and hopefully it shows up. Oh, okay. We're definitely getting some color. I was really worried that this wasn't gonna show up on my skin tone, but it is decently pigmented. That's really pretty. I just added some mascara and liner. Now I'm gonna finish off the face using my Honest Beauty highlight. This is in the shade Midnight Reflection, and the fan brush from this set. Again, very flexible bristles, but it seems to be picking up enough product for a noticeable highlight. So I think my final thoughts on this brush set is that, I mean, for a little bit over $8, definitely worth it if you're looking to start your collection or grow your collection. There are a few brushes that I would have liked to see included, but this is a pretty well-rounded set for both the face and eyes. Now back to these multi-cubes, I really do like how my eye look came out today. It's a little bit more glittery than I was hoping it would be, but overall, still pretty look. I just don't think they're worth $18. I think they would have been a little bit more fair at $10 for what they are and how many, you know, shades you're actually getting. But they're cute, they're part of the K-beauty craze, so I can see where that price would come from. They're just so tiny. So tell me in the comments, $18 for a quad and a blush. Too much or just right? All right, we are at our last product. Super excited about this one. This is Amazon's #1 best-selling hair removal product. It's the Veet Sensitive Hair Removal Cream. I have not used Veet since high school, and I definitely used it wrong because I remember my legs burning. I think I left it on too long, and I do indeed have sensitive skin, but I'm ready to give it another shot. Now, I have not shaved my legs in like 2 weeks now, so we're really gonna get an idea of how this works. Let's move over to the tub. I feel like this is a good angle to see what I'm doing. It keeps repeating in the directions not to exceed 10 minutes and to start at 5 minutes. So keeping that in mind. So this is suitable for legs, arms, underarms, and bikini line, not for the head, face, eyes, nose, ears, around the anus, genitals, or nipples, or any other body parts. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for reading that. I'm gonna do the hands method. I just think it's gonna be a little bit easier. And let's get to it. So not rubbing it in, I'm just covering the leg hair. It smells okay. I mean, it's kind of bringing me back. It smells like Veet. That's covered. Now I'm just gonna go up my thigh. It's thick, but I feel like I need a lot. I'm gonna go right up into the thigh area here. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna rinse off my hands really quick and I'll see you in 5 minutes. All right, y'all, 5 minutes have passed. I'm gonna just take a little bit of a test and see where we're at. I mean, my hair kind of looks the thickest in this area here. So let's see what happens. Okay, so some came off, but it's looking like my hair is gonna need a little bit more time. So I'm gonna try to put a little bit more in that area, and we are going to wait another 5 minutes because I do have thick hair. I am Latina. I'll see you in another 5. All right, we are back. It's been another 5 minutes. Let's see if that was enough to handle this hair. Oh, there's still some that don't want to come up, but it says don't leave it on for more than 10 minutes. What am I supposed to do here? Do you see right here, there's some hair that really doesn't want to come up. I'm gonna like reapply the cream where it doesn't want to come up, but then try. Oh my gosh, wait, no! I'm like scraping at my ankle and this hair is completely still on my skin. Hello? Okay, some of it's coming up, but we're getting kind of mixed results here. I was really excited to like have this be just a really easy hair removal routine from now on, but like, hello? No. I don't know, it's like every other hair. And obviously some of these leg hairs, they're breaking in half. They're coming out shorter, but they're not coming off my leg. So is my skin too sensitive for the normal Veet, but my hair is too stubborn for the sensitive Veet? Is that kind of the conclusion here? So here's my thigh hair, which is like thinner. Wait, what the heck? Do you guys see that? It's still not even taking it off. Can you see that there's still like small baby hairs on my thigh right here? Okay, I am thoroughly upset. Okay, wait, I can see some of the hairs coming off, but not a lot and not easily. So what the heck? All right, here's the finished leg after I've rinsed it. It's definitely looking a little bit better than it was before rinsing. And I think toweling off also grabbed onto some of those hairs and wiped them away. However, we're still not completely there. There are still hairs that were too stubborn for the formula, especially around my ankle. I don't know, these hairs are just thick, I guess. I think doing this for another 5 minutes would probably get rid of what's left, but I would be directly ignoring the warnings on the bottle. So that would be at my own risk. I kind of want to do it because I don't want to leave my leg like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more round on just this leg and I will show you what the final result is. All right, here's the deal. I did another 5-minute round of the Veet on my leg. My skin is not feeling sensitive at this point, so that's good. However, even though this last round did take off a lot of the remaining hair, there are still some spots with darker hair, but also it's just not a really close hair removal like shaving would be. There are some spots where I can see like little tiny pieces of hair coming out of my skin, or the root is just very visible, more visible than it would be if I shaved. And in general, that took 15 minutes versus I could have been done shaving in 5. Yes, there is the aspect of this supposed to be lasting longer than shaving, but at this point, like, it looks like I shaved yesterday, if that makes sense. So out of all of the Amazon best-selling beauty products that we tried, this is the one that is definitely letting me down. Have you tried any of these Amazon beauty products and do you think they deserve to be bestsellers? Let me know in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Sayalogri. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I share my wavy hair styling routine. I'll see you over there. Bye!